Do you think that's you in the mirror? Do you think that's you in the mirror? You gotta look in the mirror. Your reflection in the mirror is trying not to laugh while it's looking at you. Your reflection in the mirror sometimes be looking the other way when you ain't looking because this body that you in is not really you. This is more like a finger of the hand that you control. You gotta understand that in them times we made people slaves. Yes, and I'm talking about the kingdoms in Africa. We taught people how to make people slaves. And that's why we had to deal with this last 400 years of suffering. We had kingdoms before this. We had a lot of jewelry before this. We had a lot of oil before this. We still do. But everybody else's image is totally different than what's really going on. Now our sun, the reason why we can't see nothing else around it because our sun is so bright. See, when the sun shines, it hits the atmosphere and turn it blue. But we would be able to see if the sun wasn't facing us. Because when a light shines in your eye, everything else loses focus. Everything else around you goes black. So the brightest thing around will shine the most. So that's why everything else can't be decoded when you look out into space or you look into the universe or the galaxy. Because you can't even, the universe is so big you would never be able to see it. No type of technology would ever be able to see how the whole universe looked. If the universe was a infinity symbol, you wouldn't know if the universe was a big pool in somebody's backyard. But if you think that's you in the mirror, you definitely have been fooled. You haven't even woken up yet. You still drinking water that's tainted. You still walking around not receiving that right sunlight that you're supposed to receive. And everything that you're doing is going against what your body wants. Your body needs to be healthy. Everybody know when you eat and you put things into your body that's unhealthy, you be unhealthy. You want to be close to your soul, you gotta drink Fiji water and coconut water all the time. No sodas, no meat. You can't eat no animals if you want to be able to use your third eye correctly. Some people third eyes is open and they eat the wrong shit and they see demons because they was been supposed to stop. See, we all meant to wake up at a certain time. We just think we here by ourselves, but this universe is infinite. You can't be here by yourself. There's no way. There's no way you even really exist with the size of this universe. You're just a smudge in time. But time is its own entity. Time is somebody. Time is over you. You can't control it. You can't tell time what to do. You can't tell time, oh, I'm about to be late for something. I need more time. Time is his own entity. You guys got to start understanding the way energy work, the way magic work. Y'all don't understand that. Everything is its own entity. Water, fire, electricity, the earth, everything that you see is very big. It's still an entity. It's still something. All of those planets out there, there's somebody. There's something. You just don't understand what you're looking at around you. Everything is doing something. And stars Stars so bright, stars so bright, they turn silver. You can't see around that. You can't. There's different dimensions. There's different dimensions for different sizes. You wouldn't, something that's so big you wouldn't be able to exist near. You would be considered to be in a black hole. You would now be void. You would not make any sense. You would not be there. Just like an atom to us, an atom is not there. An atom is not there. Y'all still think it's there. Y'all gotta understand the way magic work. Y'all don't understand the way energy works. Energy does whatever it wants to do. And that's why you still think you looking in the mirror at yourself. Get real comfortable when you listen to this, because the voice of the devil will always make you feel a little uncomfortable when you talking about how we don't even exist, when I'm talking to you as of right now in this simulation that we in. When you're in a simulation within a simulation, you'll never know the real simulation. You guys gotta learn and understand what's really going on around you. Everything is bigger than you. Everything. You are now living on an atom. So, what do an atom do? An atom moves constantly. And that's what this earth is doing, moving constantly. You know, when I say look in the mirror, I'm not telling you to believe that you can't hurt yourself for real. You can, because that's what the simulation was about before you came here. You guys forgot. One day you will know what it's like to be a silver star, but you won't even remember that you used to be what you are now, because the codes on the way they see things and the way we see things are totally different. Everything is alive. The earth is alive. Trees will not stop growing. Trees will never stop growing. They always been growing. They always been here. Now you gotta learn to pick your soul up and clean it out. You can't have all this stuff on your soul holding it down. That's why you don't astral project. Whatever makes you happy and whatever makes you comfortable, that's what you should do. There's really no right and wrong, but you shouldn't do wrong to nobody. You should always be peaceful. That's the most balanced way, is to love. Everybody think that there's nothing else. Some of y'all think that if you die, you ain't gonna see anything else. Well, this universe is infinite and energy transforms. Y'all need to understand that, or you're gonna put yourself in blackness and not see anything. You could be born to anybody in any kind of energy, depending what frequency you're on. Now, some people don't understand that we're just flying through space on a spark. You know how light sparks, like if a car tire is driving on the ground, it sparks. And that's what we living next to. A spark that's flying. Just imagine that we living on a spark that's flying off of a sword, but there's a big war going on, and we're just flying off of the sword. The war is so big that we're just a spark, but our sun is a spark. We live right next to one. It's just so big that you ain't gonna see it go out. You should do whatever makes you comfortable. If sitting in a comfortable room listening to this makes you feel comfortable, then you're on the right track. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, you still want to lie. But you will be still living in blackness because there are stars that's silver. Stars that even if you was to look at them, you would never see it. Everything gets blinded by light if the light is strong enough. Lines don't matter. They tell y'all that y'all different people, different names, different races. Russian, German, French. Lines don't matter. Y'all all the same. That's the thing. Y'all all the same. There's no New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. There's none of that. All of that shit is a land. There's no such thing as lines. But those lines was given to you by extraterrestrials. You think people sat here and drew lines? It always been them lines for a reason. But they don't exist. But they keep you guys separated and segregated. Only don't drink sink water. Only drink Fiji water and coconut water. Like, the light around us is so bright that we can't see nothing around it. As if a pair of headlights was in our face. And that's what they meant by you will be left in darkness, because you will have light, but the universe is light. That black stuff in the sky out there outside of your atmosphere, that black, once it turns black, that's light. Y'all just can't comprehend what kind of light that is. That's just a whole different dimensional kind of light. Like, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand what space is. Y'all don't understand. The word speaks for itself. But yet we fight over all the space that we got now and live on top of each other. And the universe is so big, that's why you get in trouble for being selfish. Because it's so big. But we don't understand that we need to be good to each other. The universe is so big, we really just all here with each other. Y'all forget that. Because y'all always worried about what y'all could do for just yourselves. You're supposed to help people. You're not going to get away with that. Like, the universe is so big. It's infinite. And y'all live on this earth together and y'all still can't get along. But as this spark flies through the sky and we can't see everything else around us, we're being watched. And that's exactly why I tell you, look in the mirror. You don't have nothing hanging from the top of your head. The thing that's controlling this body is inside of you. Ever since you was a sperm, that's who you are. When a light sparked in your mother's egg, you now exist from a different dimension. You gotta understand that the cells built you. And now you have microorganisms living in you. You have microorganisms living inside of you that's helping you make these decisions. Like, I'm hungry, I need something to eat. Y'all gotta look it up. Organisms that live inside of you, they making decisions. They are aliens too. They're alive. They're just on a whole different dimension. They driving y'all around like spaceships. They are the aliens. They are here. Bacteria, microorganisms. Y'all gotta understand how energy worked. There's all levels. You was a bacteria before. You was everything before. You was everything from when this whole thing first started. And before that. You gotta listen to the voice of the devil. You gotta understand. Drink Fiji, drink coconut water. Coconut is a spiritual drink. Y'all don't understand the light that y'all seeing out in space. That blackness is light. That is a black light to y'all. Y'all need to understand how magic and energy works. You was made out of fire, electricity, water, earth, spirit, energy. You was made out of those substance. You was made out of those elements. And now you created everything that you see. You just don't remember it. And that's why I tell you to look in the mirror. Ask yourself, how did you get here? How did you get here? You came here. You don't remember because you lived a different life once before. Plenty of times. Your brain is only for this body. You have to deep into your soul to be able to see other things like where you was before this.